Okay, so Assalamualaikum and good evening lah. Okay, so we follow our new schedule. So our new schedule is now on 2 p.m. So good evening, okay. Um so this week we will enter the new chapter, and this one is chapter 2. Okay, chapter 2 is about the solution of non-linear equation. Solution of non-linear equation. So chapter 1 last week and also week 1 is chapter 1. It's about matrices and also include the solution of a linear system. Okay, so now for this week we will learn how to solve the non-linear. So make sure that you can differentiate lah. For the previous week we learned about the solution of linear system. Okay, the keyword here is system. System here means you have a more than one equation, so and then it becomes system. And then how to solve it? They have 3 methods that we learned last week: LU, Gauss-Seidel, and also Gauss elimination. Okay, so if you can remember that the method, basically all of it is in terms of matrices lah. Okay, that's why we call it as a linear system. So then for this week we will learn about nonlinear equation. Okay, equation, alright. So maksud dia dekat sini dia bukan sistem. Dia just only have one equation that we need to find answer. So our concept here is we want to find the answer or the solution. So means that we want to find the value of x. Okay, x. Alright. Okay, so without further ado, we will continue. Okay, so now for the non-linear equation, basically they have 3 methods. Okay, the first one is we call it as bisection. Okay, bisection method. Okay, kalau if you feel that my the video is not complete ke apa ke, you can refer to the slide. Okay, you can refer to slide first. You study your slide first, and then if you feel that that slide is not enough for you to understand, you can refer my video. Okay, and then you can parallel. You can view your slide, and also at the same time you can hear or you can watch my video to make it, hope that it can help you to get more understanding on this topic. Okay, alright, so okay, back to here. So the first one is the bisection method. Okay, bisection method. The second one is simple fixed point iteration method. Panjang. Okay, simple fixed point iteration method. And the third one we call it as a Newton-Raphson. Okay, Newton-Raphson method. Alright. Okay, I will explain first on the bisection method. But before that, at the end of this topic or at the end of this chapter, you will be able to know how to solve the nonlinear equation by using each of it. Okay, each of the method. So make sure you can differentiate. Maksudnya, when the question asks you to use bisection, then you know how to use it. Please don't get confused between these steps. These methods. Macam like I explained last week on the previous video, I said that because of if you answer, you get the answer, but if you use the wrong method, you didn't get any marks for it. Okay, because you don't understand the method. Okay, so make sure you understand lah for each method. So means that for each method they have a different steps. Okay, alright, so we will proceed. Okay, in this video I will explain on the bisection method. Okay, bisection method. So they have several steps in the bisection method. Alright, okay, the first step what we need to do is, okay, I just write the step first. Okay, I know that you didn't understand it. You didn't understand yet what I write, but later on I will explain through example. Alright, okay. So the step number 1, what you need to do is you need to choose your lower SA and your upper XB. Okay, XA and XB is a number. Is interval. Macam ni for example, this is your interval. It will given in your question later on. Dalam soalan dia akan bagi ni. So, the first one, the lower one is your SA. Your upper one is your SB. Okay, you will get it from the question. Okay, so after you choose your SA and SB, it's not lah choose sebab dia dah bagi, so it's more than, I mean it's like you take it the value. Okay, you take it the value of SA, SB. So what we do next is you need to substitute into your function. Okay, you get the value of SA just now, right? And also SB. So what we do next is you will substitute SA into your function F. So your function F will be given function F memang akan bagi dalam soalan. So the next we are still in step 1. So the next thing is you need to substitute your SA into your F. Same thing you do it for SB. So maksudnya SB tadi, you dah value SB tadi, you masukkan dalam function F, you calculate, and then you will get value. So means that you have two value here, FSA and FSB. What we do next is you multiply these two, darab. Okay, multiply, and then you check whether the answer that you get after you multiply is less than or greater than 0. Ataupun dengan kata lain, jawapan you dapat tu negatif ataupun positif. Okay, is less than maksudnya dia negatif lah. Okay, kalau dia more than 0 maksudnya dia positive value. So you must check, and then it must be less than. It must be less than 0. Then baru you boleh proceed with the second and the next step. Okay, kalau dia, for example lah, if you check these two is not less than 0, means that answer or that question cannot be solved by using bisection. Kalau soalan tu suruh you guna bisection juga, maksudnya you punya calculation yang salah. Kat situ trick dia. So kalau dia tak mention apa-apa method, you can choose any three. You boleh choose any three kalau dia tak mention method apa-apa. So if you choose bisection or you want to solve by using bisection, you need to check this one first. And if it's not less than 0, means that it cannot be done by using bisection. Okay, get it? Alright, so it must be less than 0. So then baru you boleh proceed to what we call step number 2 lah. Okay, so for step number 2, we will calculate your midpoint, your XM. Okay, XM is the root. Okay, you will get the answer from here. I mean, your answer lastly nanti you akan dapat from your XM. Okay, how to get your SM? Okay, SM is a midpoint, so means that you will add these two value. Okay, SA, SB, and then divide by 2, right? This is how we calculate the midpoint, right? Okay, if you have two numbers, you want to find the midpoint, the titik tengah, you just add on that two numbers and then divide by 2. So you will get your midpoint. Okay, alright, so step number 3. Okay, step number 3, what we do next is you need to make it evaluation ataupun calculation to determine the roots. Okay, but they have a several, dia ada beberapa condition. Okay, they have a few condition that you need to follow. Okay, so okay, I just write so maybe you can refer to the slides, okay, to kalau nak dapatkan gambaran yang lebih jelas lah. Okay, so the first one, okay, the first one, if FXA, FXM, maksudnya darab. Okay, maksudnya okay, the first thing first is you will substitute your SA into your F, and then you get the value. Same thing you do it for SM. Okay, where you get these two value? SA you will get from the step 1 or from the question itself. SM pula you will get it from step number 2. So make sure your SM you calculate carefully. Kalau you careless, you will affect this. Okay, you akan effect this one kalau you salah SM. Okay, so after you get your SM, substitute into F, so then you will get the value. So these two value you multiply and then you check whether it is less than or greater than 0. If it's less than 0, means that Okay, means that your new SB will be equal to SM. Okay, kat sini mungkin you tak nampak lagi lah. Okay, maybe you cannot see clearly what the explanation is all about. Okay, I just write first. Okay, I just write first. So this is for A. For B, okay, for B, okay, kalau you tengok tadi FSA, FSL less than 0, so that's mean your new SB will be replaced with SM. For B, your FSA, FSM still dua benda yang sama, but now is greater than 0. If it's greater than 0 means that it's a new SA. Okay, SA tadi SB this one is SA will be replaced with SM. And the last one, if your FSA times FSM is equal to 0, then you will stop. Stop means stop calculation. Stop calculation. For these two, for A and B, okay, let's say for A, okay, after you get less than 0, you will replace your SB. So then you need to iterate, you need to do next calculation. You need to back to step number 2 back. Maksudnya you kena buat lagi lah, sampailah, okay, sampai you reach this one. Sampai you dapat sama dengan kosong. Okay, that one the first one. Second one, until you reach your error. Your error means kalau you punya error dibagi sekian-sekian, you need to get until less than or equal to that error. Okay, that one I hope that you already learn it. I mean, I already explained it in the previous video, right? In the Gauss Seidel. Okay, alright. So this is 3 conditions that you need to know. Okay, maybe it's not clear here. You can refer to the slides. Okay, and then I will proceed. For the next video, I will proceed the example of the bisection method.